We're here in Hershey, Pennsylvania at the Trump rally. We're gonna ask Trump supporters what they think about the Democrats' super ironic statement saying Trump is a threat to the Constitution. Let's see how ironic they think that is. Gonna win in 2020?
Yes, I think he is.
Okay,
I agree.
You guys are so smart. The Democrats want Trump out of office, right? Yes. They're done with him, whatever. Their biggest problem right now with him is that they say he's a threat to the Constitution. Your reaction?
Actually, he wants to keep the Second Amendment, which you did with Kent State.
Thank you.
Yep, which I like.
And it's kind of funny because they're all for some form of restricting your right to defend yourself.
He defends himself by standing up against his impeachment.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. What do you guys think?
They're just being hypocritical.
I would say Hillary Clinton is the biggest threat right now because she has the greatest influence. Her voice is the loudest, and so people blindly follow that.
Admittedly, I really feel like they just have a huge lack in their platform and in the Democratic Party right now. But when Beto O'Rourke was still there with his whole confiscating guns, I thought that was really a threat and just super in the face of our Constitution. But so honestly, anybody who's going in that same vein would be, and Hillary Clinton is.
Democrats have recently said that Trump has to get out of office because he's a threat to the Constitution. Who's the real threat to the Constitution?
I mean, I think we all know who the real threat to the Constitution is. At this point, it's any Democrat. They're all on the same page. They're all in it together. If you're voting left, you're voting for socialists at this point, and ultimately communism.
So Democrats have recently said they got to get Trump out of office because he's a threat to the Constitution. Is that not the most ironic statement you ever heard from a Democrat?
Everything they have done in the last, we're talking probably 10 years, is in some way been a violation of the Constitution. They're complaining now about what's going on. They don't even look at themselves. They got to look at the mirror. They got to look at the things that they say to the public. They got to look at the things that they're doing. Even right now, this impeachment, they don't have anything. They don't have evidence. They have eyewitnesses that are he said, she said. Whole bunch of nonsense. What are they coming up with? Nothing. Nothing.
Seems unconstitutional to me.
Entirely.
He's not a threat to anybody. He's going to protect America.
Who do you think is a threat to the Constitution? If you had to name one person up there, who is it?
Oh, I could think of several congresswomen.
Yeah, I know there's a squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 4 of them. Bernie Sanders, he's up there too, so.
It's the Democrats who are a threat to the Constitution. America is under attack, and Donald Trump is doing everything to try to save this country.
Greatest president we've had in a long time, since Kennedy, as far as I'm concerned.
Is there anybody?
He did a tremendous job.
Is there anybody up there that you could think might be a worse threat to the Constitution than Trump?
I honestly think the Democrats, to be honest. It's honestly any of them, truly.
You got a favorite up there? I want names. Name them and shame them.
Pelosi, Schumer. Let's see.
Who's conducting the hearings
Oh
right
my
now?
gosh,
Adam
please.
Schiff.
I don't even consider her part of this world, so she's not a factor as far as I'm concerned.
You're laughing. Do you think he's a threat?
No, not at all. I think they just don't like him. I think they hate him. So I think they're just trying to impeach him for unconstitutional reasons. Because I know they just brought 2 articles of impeachment against him.
Yeah, and in those articles they said he's a threat to the Constitution. Can you guys name someone who's actually a threat to the Constitution?
For sure.
You didn't even let me finish.
Hillary Clinton, for sure.
And it's funny that you say her name because she's not even supposed to be doing anything, but we still know she's in there. We still know she's messing around. Who's your biggest threat to the Constitution?
Clinton for sure.
Yeah.
Why? She can't. No, she's terrible. She's awful.
Cops for Trump.
All right. Are you going to come take my guns?
No.
No?
Nobody's getting my guns either.
All right.
Not getting my guns either.
The cops are the ones that enforce those laws. You aren't going to do it?
No.
All right. Thank God. That's refreshing to hear. Thank you.
Keep Trump. Keep Trump. Impeach Congress.
Boo, Nancy Pelosi. Boo. Give me a big boo for Nancy.
When they go through all the files and the documents, they've never found something that they can hold against. They're trying to find anything. They're throwing spaghetti on the wall and seeing what sticks, and they're not going to find anything. We have the best FBI, investigative society, CIA. If there was something, they would have found it. I mean, he might have a pimple on his butt, but, they haven't dug that deep yet, so.
If you could pick one major Democrat up there that's a real threat to the Constitution, who comes to mind?
Well, there's Pelosi. Nadler.
Yeah, let's keep walking and talking so you don't lose your place.
Schiff.
Bernie Sanders a lot too, especially if he brings AOC into, like, if he would get elected. He was talking about, I guess, having AOC as part of his cabinet, and I think that would be awful.
If you could pick one Democrat who's a threat to the Constitution, who would you say it is?
Oh, everyone's going to say Hillary. Or do you mean who's running right now?
Any of them.
Well, everybody hates Hillary the most, I think.
AOC is here at the Trump rally. She's here! Every time we go out to a Trump rally, I can see and meet people who directly fund my work. So I want to thank you personally for going to CaitlinBennett.org and funding my work. Give us a little twirl. Here we go. We've got a nice shirt here. Keep going. It's got Space Force on the arm there. There we go. It's beautiful. You can't live without it. CaitlinBennett.org, and it funds my work to come out here and meet you guys. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Subscribe to you on YouTube.
Oh,
thanks for the content.
Yes, you have notifications on?
You keep me entertained almost daily. Almost.
Almost, yeah. We've been busy, so we're
very busy.
Okay. All right.
How dare you take a gun onto campus? My God!
Who do you guys think is the biggest threat to the Constitution in general? It can be a Democrat, Republican. Who do you think it is?
Probably whoever the strongest lobby in Washington is.
Okay. I wonder who that is.
I wonder who that is.
So the Democrats have recently said Trump has got to go because, of all things, he's a threat to the Constitution. Do you think that's true?
Absolutely not. I think he's been upholding the Constitution, and if anything, he's protected the Constitution better than anybody we've had in a long, long time. He's a threat to the establishment that's been destroying those things for a long time.
This is my first selfie ever.
Oh, first selfie ever. Look at this. First selfie ever. There you go. You got it. There you go. What an honor. I love it.
Can I have a picture with you too?
Sure, yeah. I love your hair. They say he's a threat to the Constitution. The Democrats are saying that. What's the first thing that comes to your mind?
He's the only one upholding the Constitution and defending the Constitution. It's completely the opposite. The Democratic Party and the media, but I repeat myself, are just filled with lies, and they're absolutely a threat to the Constitution. And our president here is the only one helping to preserve our institutions and what we stand for.
So if you could name one Democrat up there that you think is a threat to the Constitution, who comes to mind?
Oh, Pencil Neck, absolutely. But Pencil Neck, but they're all one and the same, if you ask me.
Oh, yeah.
The leaker, Pencil Neck, and Pelosi, all that cabal up there.
They stick together.
They
Nothing
do stick
separates
together.
them.
And I wish the Republicans would join forces and stick together. But the Republicans shouldn't even be a part of this nonsense impeachment. They should be walking out and not participating in this sham of a process.
This is my first selfie ever.
Oh, first selfie ever. Look at this. First selfie ever. There you go. You got it. There you go. What an honor. I love it.
Can I have a picture with you too?
Sure, yeah. I love your hair. We're going to go down the line. Who do you guys think is the biggest threat to the Constitution?
Warren. Biden.
Joe Biden.
Joe Biden.
All right, Joe Biden's out. He's a big threat. Why Warren?
Because radical leftists.
So the Democrats have recently said that Trump is the biggest threat to the Constitution. But you guys think differently. Who do you guys think is the biggest threat to the Constitution?
The Democrat Party in general.
I believe the Squad is undermining the Constitution all throughout Congress and it's causing chaos.
I believe extremists on either side could threaten, our country coming together and uniting.
Any particular person on either side?
Pelosi.
Yeah, definitely most of Congress. Most of the Democratic Congress.
Who do you guys think is the biggest threat to the Constitution?
I would think Hillary Clinton. I think they're going to try to slide her in there.
Still? You think they're still going to do it?
Yeah, I think she's still going to try to run.
Third time's a charm, right?
Right.
All right.
Who's lose again?
Yeah, that would be fun. All right. Who's the biggest threat to the Constitution?
Socialists.
Socialist progressives.
All of them, all in one.
All in one.
Okay. The Democrats have said Trump is the biggest threat to the Constitution. That's why he's got to go. You think differently. Who's the biggest threat?
Currently, I would say Joe Biden. I'm from New Jersey. We're very well with the Democrats from Delaware. My whole family is Republican, conservative, small business owners. But currently, in terms of the situation they're dealing with, I think keep themselves, they dig themselves a deeper hole day by day. We keep putting the ladder to help them out, but they just keep digging. Personally, in terms of the Constitution, Joe Biden's current situation, he's got the situation with his son, but in particular, his own little quid pro quo that hopefully, as we're soon to investigate ourselves as a Republican Party and as a Republican Senate and everything else with the president's help.
I wouldn't say it's definitely the Democrats. I would just say it's Congress, the swamp. I mean, they're not. It's on both sides. It's a horror show. I think right now it looks a lot to me like the Roman Senate. You know, like when the Roman Senate was like, they would just put each other in there and agree with everybody so that they would, rule over everyone else. And that's what's going on.
It's our Constitution. It has the Electoral College.
The Electoral College?
Yes.
Is the biggest
it's
threat?
It's archaic and it's anachronistic.
You don't like the Electoral College?
Removed from the Constitution.
You want to live in California's world?
No, I want to live in a world where all the people vote for the president and the majority rules.
Why would you want that? So if the majority says that we can come and kick your kid and force them to take hormones if they think they're a little girl?
The day will come when...
I'm asking, do you think it's okay for the majority to put their force on you?
Absolutely, if it's within the bounds of the Constitution.
I don't think you're a conservative. What are you doing in this crowd? If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share, hit the subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you won't miss any of our new videos. And if you want to support my work, you can become a patron at patreon.com/CaitlinBennett and receive super cool perks like an autographed photo from me in the mail each month. Or you can go to CaitlinBennett.org and get up to 75% off and free shipping on supplements and merchandise to support my work and start living a healthy life. My favorite product is Turbo Force because it gives me all the energy I need to make it through a long day of doing interviews. And check out the website Band.video to see uncensored content from conservative creators that have been erased from social media.